Okay, so what is PNES? So PNES is psychogenic non-epileptic seizures, and I'm going to break it down a little bit. Non-epileptic means that the seizures are non-epileptic in form. Basically, the seizures that are experienced by people with PNES are not epilepsy. So they don't, there's no changing in the brain waves, the brain activity. There's no cause um, physically that causes the seizures. So that's what non epileptic means. Seizures mean seizures. Um, so while they're not epileptic, they do look epileptic. Sometimes it kind of depends on the person. When you meet one person with PNES, you've met one person with PNES. So the seizures can look different for all of us. Mine tend to start in my limbs, and that's how kind of my journey started. It started in my hands, I think, if I remember correctly, in the fall of 2018. And then in April 2019, I had my first, what I call big one, where I lost sight and my whole body was jerking. And I didn't really know what was going on. And that's when EMTs were called for the first time. And that's what began my medical journey, trying to figure out what's going on with me. Since then, so since April 2019, about a year and a half, my seizures can be, they're different. And it seems like they change depending on certain factors. So, most of the time, my seizures are limb movements, shaking that I can't control. The big ones include my whole body jerking, my head jerking. I lose sight sometimes, I lose speech sometimes. Recently, my warning time has gotten shorter. So usually I get what we call an aura, and I know I'm about to have a seizure, and I can get myself somewhere safe, or I can get some help for myself. And then I just ride it out. But recently my auras are getting shorter, and different things have been happening. But that's what the seizures part means of the PNES. So I've described the N and the E and the S, and the P is kind of the big one. So the P in PNES is psychogenic. What that means is that this diagnosis, this condition is psychological in nature. And that is what I've been unpacking for a while, since July, since I had to leave work. And I think I'm going to be unpacking it for a while. So, yeah, that's what PNES is. I call it a lot of things. I call it my parlor trick sometimes because it will stop suddenly and usually I'm okay. If I give myself 15 minutes, I can get up, nothing happened, go on with my day. So I call it a parlor trick sometimes. Sometimes they wipe me, just depends on how long they last. Mine have been known to last anywhere from 15 minutes to almost 2 hours. And as long as I keep breathing and as long as I stay responsive somehow, either communicating with my eyes or verbally, there's nothing that we need to do medically for me to be safe. So yeah, so that's what I live with. The psychogenic part is kind of where I'm probably going to be focusing a lot in these videos because there's such a stigma, first of all, with mental health. I'm a counselor, so I know that. But these seizures used to be called pseudo seizures. and pseudo means fake. And a lot of people in the medical community, I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt that they just have never been exposed to it. But I have been accused of faking it. I have been accused of doing it for attention. I've been accused of putting on theatrics. And it's hard because I don't want these. No one with PNES will tell you that they want PNES. In fact, a lot of the people that I know struggle with the fact that it is psychological in nature, and why can't we just get over it? Why can't we just heal? We don't want it. It's just our body's way of dealing with a lot of things. For me, it's PTSD from complex trauma experiences. It's anxiety. It's depression. It's stress. It's mistreatment. And it's not taking care of myself. All of those things contribute to the seizure activity in my life. So I'm unpacking some of it with a counselor. And I have begun to be more open about it, obviously. But yeah, so that's what PNES is. There's more, and I will be, soon I will be posting a lot of resources because I have to get them together anyways. But that's kind of like a quick intro to PNES. Again, thanks for watching. If you want to know more, keep watching.